Hello everybody, my name is Elenator and welcome back to Minecraft Through the Android. I keep wanting to say Ultimate Minecraft Polyworld, but that's not the series we're on currently. We have stuff to do. We have series to catch up on before UMP can keep continuing. Alright, so it's already turning nighttime. Whoop. Alrighty, I have more pickaxes. Guess that means I didn't go mining on my own, but here we are, 0.9.5 alpha. The only place you would find that is on the main menu, and we did not start on the main menu today. Let's catch some Z's, and there's no weather timer to potentially reset, even though I don't think sleeping resets on Bedrock, but that's a problem for a feature. We're not there yet. So, what we'll probably be working on is something over here. I feel like we need some sort of proper seating area because we've got this nice view over there. Howdy, all of y'all. Welcome back. We have this nice view over there, which means I think we should build something. I would say like a tower, but maybe not a tower. I know the Backrooms movie is coming out. I couldn't remember what day it was. I'm waiting around to see it. I feel like I have a couple more episodes I need to catch up on, even though I'm sure the movie's completely does not require viewing of the web series, but I still want to catch up on the original series anyway. I think I only have 2 or 3 videos left. Alright, now I feel better. No, I don't, because there's still more grass. Excuse me, chicken. Yeah, I think mob spawning and despawning is supposed to be fixed by now. I don't think we'll ever get roof cow again. But hopefully any other cows may be sticking around. You know what I could do? I could declare that this cow is roof cow and try to get him on the roof and see if he does anything. Let me grab my stuff real fast. So I need wheat and I need dirt. Dirt's not here anymore. Let's go take a stroll. That's gravel. Oh wait, I only grabbed one. That's right, because I can't grab full stacks. Whoop. There we go. I can't instantly grab full stacks, I should say. So what I'm thinking, we're going to try to get up here. We're going to make a way for a roof cow to go back on the roof. I was catching up on the Backrooms web series for a while. And then eventually I kind of just stopped. I might need to make this 2 blocks wide. And that pig's kind of in the way though. Alright, Mr. Cow, do you know how to pathfind up here? Jump. Jump. There you go. I don't think I have a way to give him food, so I might unintentionally slap him with it. Because there's no interact button down here. There are baby mobs, but I don't think we have a way to do any breeding yet. Sorry, Mr. Roof Cow. Roof Cow number, like 3 or something. That's not what I wanted. I was really hoping he would stay up there. Don't tell me now we have Roof Pig. Okay, well either way, I hit the cow. I have now interacted with cow. Hopefully by interacting with the cow that'll prevent him from despawning. I don't know, it's hard to apply Java knowledge to technical stuff like this. Alright, you do not want to take fall damage, therefore you will not come down here. There we go. Don't do it. Ah, you have no you have no form of self-preservation. Well, never mind then. I guess we're never having Roof Cow again. He will permanently exist in old versions of this world. Because he stuck around at least 3 days. Alright, well let's go put the dirt back since I think we're about to collect a bunch more. I need to build a foundation here. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I could just make a little tower. I haven't figured out what exactly I want to do. Alright, I was expanding the sugarcane. Hold on, let's take care of that real fast. I'm hoping to get this whole lower area full of sugarcane. Nope. Does that still work? Huh. I can't place it anywhere, right? It's because there's water next to that grass block there that allows me to place sugarcane. Does this still happen in modern? Come on. There we go. Oh, now I have that water. Oh, I've made a mistake. Hold on. I feel better. Alright, let's do this for real this time. Underwater sugarcane's cool, but I don't need it right now. Little by little, the cane of sugar will spread, take over this whole side. So we'll have some sort of overhang area. I'm thinking maybe if I built it sort of like a boot or an S. Alright, I have plans. I have this image in my mind. I have a shape, but I don't know what it'll be constructed out of. Unless... I think I have an idea. Let's see if I can do it right, though. Oops. You have to hold it, and if you move, it stops. Oh boy. Touch controls, how dare ye? Chirp chirp goes the bird. Oh, that's right, I do have wool. Good job, me of the past, ever so slowly collecting it. I think that's a habit because of how rare sheep are in my beta 1.8 world. It used to be so nice back in alpha and infdev, where you could just punch a sheep, and hooray, you get free wool. You'll have to leave the area and let the sheep respawn. But eventually, you'll get more wool. Alright, so what I'm thinking requires logs and maybe planks, except it's already turning nighttime. I remember Minecraft Legends. I still have it. Once I beat the main story, I really did not have any motivation to keep going. Oh, you know what? I have an idea. Let's go get cobblestone. And hold on, we're gonna whip out a timer because we're not even 10 minutes into the day and it's already nighttime. This means I'm not going crazy. Alright, what I'm going to do, I'll get this ready and then I'll hit start as soon as we wake up. That's the gravel chest, not the cobblestone. Use gravel to build a pathway after. I don't know how much I need, but I want to grab enough to build a base out of. There are monsters nearby. Stop jumping. Alright, where are the monsters? I see the monster. Alright, hold on. We're going to try to be a ninja about this. First we run. And that way we can accurately defeat both of these guys and not cause any severe damage to what we currently have in this area. Any more monsters nearby? Alright. Time starts now. There we go. Now we wait until sunset. Alright, what I'm thinking is kind of rounded. So I guess that means if I build the central floor first, maybe here. No, I don't think that's close enough to the edge. I'll start it here. Beep beep, excuse me, torch. I'll need to redo these at the end. That's not what I wanted. I can't just build. Minecraft says, here, let me take care of that for you. I wonder, though, if I really can just keep queuing up stacks. Let's find out, shall we? I also feel like this might have ended up being too small. Okay, so if I want to build the walls a little inward, that means the midsection is going to be here. But if I wanted the walls poking out, that's only one extra block, which means I probably will want to expand this a little more. Alright, let's try again. So we'll keep these at 5, but then we'll do 2 before we do in 1, 1. Nope, queuing the stacks does not work. It does not remember the stacks you click afterward. I'll get rid of some of that soon. So it's 2. Yeah, it's 5, 2, 1, 1, 2. And then 1, nope. 3, 4, 5. Alright, this should be plenty. I think I might have built a little too large, but I guess I'll hold on to the extra space. Let me fill all this in first. I think Mojang finally did something good with Chaos Cubed in that people wanted the TNT cubes to be ignitable. And so it took a couple of weeks, but hooray, now we can ignite the sulfur cubes with TNT inside. Party potato. Mojang listens to the community, so there's a reason they haven't said anything for the end update. Howdy Paul, welcome back. 1, 1, 2, and then 5. I don't know if this is mathematically a circle, but it's the circle I'm using. Whoop. I wonder why they chose to go the sulfur route. Like, why is this the core concept for this update? Oops, can you not do that? It's easy to mathematically generate a circle of this low resolution. I didn't do that. I just said, let me figure out my own little circle here. So I don't know if this is mathematically accurate circle, but it's whatever I'm going with. It's too late, I already built half of it. That was 1, 2, 1, 1, and then another 2. I did something wrong somewhere. Why is this 3? Because it's 1, 2, 1. Oh wait, that's 1. Which means this one, that's 1, 2, 1, 1. 1, 2. Stop doing that. I'm starting to get frustrated with the hotbar. Alright, we have a problem though. Why is that a 3 and not a 5? Because you got 5, 2, 1, 1, 2. 2, 1, 1. 1, 2. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. But then why do I have extra over here? One, 2, 1, 1, 2. Why is this still 6? I'm having difficulty figuring out what's going wrong. So based on this side, there's my 2. Did I make this one 7? Is that my problem? Oh, I made that one 6. Whoopsies. So that one's 5. There's my 2. 1, 1. There we go. Now I feel better. I have circles in vanilla nowadays. That's news to me. I'm so used to just the regular fill command, where you can either make, where it's essentially a cube, but you can choose if the cube is hollow or not, and replacement options and all that. Oh, it's turning nighttime. 7:40. I'm not going crazy when I keep saying it's nighttime already on here, because it really is turning nighttime. A little less than 3 minutes early. So if we wait around till proper sunset, so now it's 8 minutes, which means instead of the day being, what is it, 11 minutes or 10 and a half? Instead of it being 10 minutes, like in Java, it's only about 8.5 minutes. Or instead of 10 and a half, it's 8.5. Boop. So that means instead of being 20 minutes, it's 16 minutes day-night cycle. But why though? Either way, we need more dirt. That's not the cobblestone chest, because I think we're done with the platform. Probably. I'll keep the stairs though, because we'll be using it to connect with the pathway. Let me grab the dirt that's not in here anymore. Some people say beds for Minecraft hiccup were a mistake. Minecraft has progressively gotten easier by adding more ways to minimize danger. Or you could just do what I do and light up your whole world. That will most certainly minimize danger on the surface. Alright, this doesn't look nice. I do not like how built up it is. So what we're going to do, we're going to fill all this in. I don't know how far, but at least enough to make this look smoother. Compulsive terrain smoothing. I feel like using a command to spam armor stands with whatever they're displaying to create circles. That seems very inefficient. Alright, how much of this can I pick up? No! 2 flint? Oh, that's not what I wanted. I only got 1 gravel from those 3 blocks. That's not fun. Alright, what is next? I think maybe a little more on this right side, and hopefully we'll be done. Oopsies. I'll redo the torches, but I'm gonna wait around for nighttime again. Alright, I was gonna wait. Unless... No, I'll leave this one. I think we're almost done with the very early starting platform. And that did not belong there. Neither did that one. Oh wait, now I have to smooth this one out too. Oi. The work never ends for someone permanently dissatisfied with how the terrain looks. Too much like a cinnamon protein bar? You talking just the word cinnabar or the actual sounds it makes? This is a big circle. Whoops. I did not mean for that to happen. But I wanted plenty of space on the inside because once I build the stands, I'm gonna do a less of a circle here. It's more like indentation. Hold on, something's not right. This does not look right. Excuse me, pig, I'm working here. 2, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1, 2. It sounds like I haven't heard any of the sounds since it was showcased in Minecraft Live. At least none in particular. I don't keep up with new Minecraft stuff much. Okay, we're gonna have 2 there. 2 diagonal. Because if I do it like that, there's my 5. Then I think once I figure out what the hotkey button is. Oops. Oopsies. Hold up. I done goof. No! Leave me alone. I am very, very much looking forward to Java-based management, inventories, UI stuff. Okay, the word sounds. Howdy howdy. I do not plan on playing any Minecraft servers. This is a terrible location for advertisement. But thanks for dropping on by. The watch time is appreciated. There we go. So I think this does feel better. I wanted enough of a outer rim. Normally I don't do that. Most of my builds just end up sitting on the ground. But I figured, let's do something different. Alright, I think... How tall did I want this to be? What if I did... Alright, you know what I need? I need more dark oak planks. Cinnabar is a new block coming to Minecraft, depending on how you treat snapshots. Oh, I have an idea. Hold on. We're gonna make this look like a hat, sort of. I have a plan. Oh wait, maybe... Hold on, how do I want to do windows? I could just do the tiny, thin ones. Oops. Finally, I think I have a use for all this dark oak. It's already turning night though, so we'll need to catch some Z's real fast. It's 1, 2, 3. Oop. Sometimes I still forget that when I jump diagonally. And then over here, I'll need to do something with the door. So I might just leave that for now. Oh wait, am I filling that one in? No, one more. We'll do one more. So if I leave this one here, then that's going to mean boop. So that's where the door goes. Alright, let's catch some Z's real fast. How's it looking? It's kind of plain for now. Potato was right, it really does look like dark chocolate. And awakeness, Kurt J. Mack used to say. I saw the video on the official Minecraft channel where they interviewed Kurt. Rather interesting, but he didn't mention anyone who walked to the Farlands before him. He just said it was disheartening that he was not the first, or something like that. That other people made it before him. I would not have expected it to be so. Oops, I didn't fix the torches. My fault. Alright, well now we need to go up. I don't know where to put the ladder though. Because I want a view from here, but we're gonna wait until we keep going. I'm thinking... How would I just make some ladders? I don't know how many sticks I have. Insert Jeopardy theme here for how long it takes to get all these. Not all of these are going to be made into sticks, but most of them are. Hopefully that's not too loud with all the button mashing I'm doing. Okay, my inventory's not full yet, right? Oh, it's getting there. Alright, well, either way, let's... Now... I guess we'll just start making the ladders from here. I have this plan, but I need to make it look decent. Oh, that's right. I was gonna make it... Oh, I did not at all make it look like an S. Oops. Unless... I have a plan. Man with a plan says... What was his name? I can't remember. Lincoln. Lincoln Loud. There we go. Oops, I'm throwing those on the ground. Never watched the original cartoon for the Loud House. When I got through the live action adaptation that they had. I think they were after the 2 seasons and the 2 movies are done. Never make more of these real fast. Hold on now. Let me combine these stacks because I want to know exactly what I'm working with. Howdy, Jonas. Welcome back. All right, 8. So we're gonna do 8 more then. So we'll do that, and now, yeah, 18 ladders is not gonna be enough. Why does it feel like I made more than that? Oh, it's a stack and 18. Whoop. Well, either way, I don't like odd numbers, so we're gonna do something with those sticks real fast. Well, now let me combine these, but I think I'm only gonna craft one more. Haven't tornado mods been going around for years? There was one, something that was like weather and natural disasters. Can't remember the name of it. That one was fun. I never did stick around on any long-term worlds with that, though. It was most of just testing out mod packs and manually adding it on there with the Technic launcher. Even numbers? Even numbers. Hooray, now I'm happy. Proto Manly's weather mod. Does not sound familiar. Gonna put the gravel doesn't belong in here anymore. Whoops. It makes sense for why I haven't heard of it if it's newer. Oh wait, hold on. I needed this gravel. I don't know how much, we're just gonna grab a bunch. But the pathway. I need to fix the pathway. I think that was it. I finished the rest of this, right? Just looking around real fast, making sure. These 2 pathways almost lined up. I almost could have gone straight across. In fact, it's 1 block over. If I really wanted, I could shift this by 1. But then I'd have the pathway going right along here, which means I'd probably end up making this a little steeper. But I like the curved slope to it. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Maybe I'll just leave it as it is. Because I was planning on having the stairs go down here, putting the stairs in the front, and then it'd connect with the path over here. Just make a basic L. But anyways, now that I have all my ladders, question is, where do I want to put them? I'm thinking we're gonna build up one more layer, but I need to get up there first. Oh wait, did I put all my cobblestone away? I wasn't thinking because I needed it for the next floor. So what we'll do, I guess I'll just start on the back wall here because the floor is going to extend forward. All right, one thing at a time. Oops. Get rid of you. I'll need to figure out how to make this look decent where it connects. Well, let me at least get this layer done. Because I plan on building this within sections, and it'll make sense once it's all over, but it's not there yet. The bird is going to be a permanent resident for the foreseeable future. Alright, there we go. Except I might end up filling this in. Well, I guess it is mathematically accurate, because each of these are 3. 3, 6, 9, plus 1 is 10. So me and odd numbers say it has to stay to prevent such. But thankfully, I get to build with sideways stairs and sideways logs on this world. Hooray! That's important because it's going to line up with how I envision this. But what we need is more cobblestone. I didn't realize just how little cobblestone I currently have. We might have to go digging to finish this build. I don't know if I'm going to have enough cobblestone for this. Whoops. I also think I'm done with dirt, so let me put that away. Definitely done with the flint. I have so much of it from all that gravel mining from a few episodes ago when I was digging out the gravel down below in the cave. Oi. There we go, a clean inventory is a happy inventory. I'll come back for the glass later, but that'll have to wait. What I need now is the stone that's been cobbled. So we're basically going to mirror that bottom section, but on a smaller scale. I don't plan on having it be sticking out 3 blocks from this central... Oop! I don't plan on having it 3 blocks away from the central pillar, I should say. Or central build, or whatever you want to call this. Yeah, I got the cobble this time. I did not accidentally start misplacing blocks I did not want to place. Alright, how far do I want to go? I feel like just 1 block won't look as cool, but that might be with what we stick to. Otherwise, I could do... Oh, this goes out all the way to 4. Whoop. Maybe I'll do 2 then. No, we'll stick with just 1. because if we could do what I have in my mind, it'll be easier to just stick with one block outward. This is going to end up looking like a pipe if I could pull this off correctly. The bird is a pet that takes up residence here. Alright, now I'm going to drop some torches, keep this nice and bright to prevent bad guys from spawning. The middle is too bright, right? Hold up. Block 9. Okay, light level of 9. Safe, says the umpire. Maybe it'd be wise to put torches out here as well. I might even put a fence around this. Decisions. Well, either way, we now have one section of our pipe. Hooray. Here's where things get difficult, because now I need to construct the turn. Because if we have this here, we go up. I might end up making this large. Because this whole section is a 5x5 section here, plus the curve. Decisions. So if I have that one there, maybe I should build that second ring. I wonder if this will logically make sense, if I can visualize how this needs to go. Because if we have one ring here, then that means the next one goes here, perpendicular. So I'm basically mirroring this floor, but now I need to go sideways. So you start out with the 5, and then it goes from that first one. Like 10 blocks? This is going to go about 10 blocks upward. Oh boy. In fact, here, how about I do it in sections? This feels very dangerous. I don't like being up here. Maybe I should have brought dirt. Well, at least I have ladders. How far did I go? Oops. Here, we'll start small, and then I'll round it off after. Let me just place all these real fast. There we go, no fall damage. You need to outsmart gravity. So first you have 5, and then you have 1, 1, then it's another 5. Let's hopefully not lose that to the ground. So then from here, this is where I build upward 5. So that one's 1 plus 4. Oops. If I use the cobblestone as the rings, I feel like that'll end up being easier than trying to figure out how to do the plank as pipe, and then just adding to that. It almost looks like a totem of undying. Oops. We don't need modern on my Through the Android series. Alright, so 1, 1. And then from those little rings, it's 4. This ladder is going to be removed soon, but I just needed a place to get up here first. I just had flashbacks to Wii Sports. With the with the Mii's playing baseball on there. Howdy, Koski, welcome back. Wii Sports is still a great game. We don't have the Wii set up currently, but at some point we might. 1, 2, And there we are. Alright, where's the ladder? So now what I do, I need to fill this in. I probably have enough wood for this. Alright, before things get serial, we're gonna drop some torches. Maybe I should put a fence around here. That'll allow me to have an even more consistent way to have the torches to keep the central area nice and bright. This might be bright enough. I can't count the light levels efficiently. The gripes for smooth lighting continues. Alright, we'll catch some Z's and then we'll start working on the wooden portion for this. I'll need to see how far it extends. That looks very tall. I was not expecting it to be that tall, but I guess that's what happens when you start out with a 7x7 square. Remove the corners. No, is this 9x9? Hold up. Whoop. Yep. Okay, so that's alright. Surely we won't hit the top of the world too soon. I have 64 blocks from sea level or so. And I have a plan. So the wood portion is 1 block from the edge, except for this part, because this is the log, which means the wood starts here. Wood starts here. There we go. There's our elbow joint. Is that what it's called in plumbing? I never did get around to Wii emulation. There are other games or consoles with traditional controllers that I've used. Unfortunately, even though I finally got around to getting the Switch all nice and ready, I don't know where it is. I lost my Switch. Well, it's not really lost. It's currently packed up in a box. Problem is, I don't know which box. I also don't know where my regular controller is either. What a terrible time to be wanting to keep going with legacy console stuff. There's no way I'm playing either with a keyboard and mouse. Does that look right? I think that's statistically right. Well, I guess if I fill that in, now it's like 3 different sections because the windows are only 3 tall. I don't know, should I make the windows connected, or should I keep them as 2 separate windows? Because if I mirror down here, I have each one all separate. Although I want to keep the windows thin, that's why they're only 1 block instead of 3 wide. Oh, I'm gonna have to build up and over. This is getting complicated. I'm also gonna want to check just how tall this is. I'll count from sea level, which means how about we just get rid of these ladders now? I don't have a way to crouch. I don't have a way to stop moving on this ladder. Uh-oh. Am I gonna have to place something? You don't realize how much you miss crouching until you don't have the ability to do so in any capacity. I want to say it was already partially supported because it was available in the Pi edition, and Pi was based on 0.6.1. There's also shown within the latest the latest copies that were unintentionally publicly made available. Or I guess they were intentionally made available to the public. The dev build of 0.6. Alright, I think I'm gonna vote for... Whoops. I think I'm gonna vote for... keep the windows separate. That way this feels more like two different pieces. Thankfully, this is the only joint, the only elbow joint I'm gonna build on here. Are those both connected? I think so. There we go. I want to do a Pi series, but there's only one update and potentially one re-upload. I don't think we know if the re-upload has any actual differences or not. So either way, it would be a mini-series. But I don't even know how to play old versions of Pi Edition yet. Alright, do I focus on upward or sideways? Because I do that, and I do that, but then which orientation is this log? I feel like I'll keep it up. This is one of those times where, well, no, because it would be nice. I don't think it'll ever happen, but it would be nice if Minecraft had diagonal logs for stuff like this. Because if I could just have it diagonal, that'd be nice. But alas, that is not the Minecraft we live in. Oh, I'm gonna have to go all the way up. Oops, hold up. But anyways, I can play the default Pi version, but unless if I figure out how to play Minecraft Pi on native Windows, we're gonna be sticking to the official release version, the regular retail version of Minecraft Pi. Oh wait, hold up, I gotta go down. Oops. Bottom to top, bottom to top. I still haven't set up the subsystem Linux on here. At least I don't think I do. Because I package games for I package Unreal games for Linux, but I don't think that uses the subsystem. Nah, I'm sticking with Windows 10 till the day it dies, which is 5 months. It's not dead yet. Now I sound like Gendo. Oh wait a minute, hold on. This isn't right. Oh no, this isn't right either. I haven't figured out what I'm doing after that yet, because that bridge doesn't need to be crossed yet. So I realize this needs to be brought over, which means all of this has to be like that. Huh. You know, I kind of like that ladder there, but the problem is I was going to keep this open because how am I supposed to get to the next section? By the way, the sun's already going down. There we go. It almost looks like a giant pipe. Except it's it's not very curved on that backside. I wonder... Oh boy. I'm realizing that the wall is going to be one block outward. This is a problem I'll solve when I get there. There you go. Priorities. You gotta solve the present in preparation for the future. When time comes and October rolls around, that's probably when I'll start making decisions. Otherwise, for now, we've got time before then. So if I keep this separate, then that means what I'll need... I'll start with one side first, and then decide from here. Because this goes up by... Oops, hold on. I need to go up 3, but I need to count 3 first. 2, 3. This is where the window ends. I can reach 4 blocks? Man, this is definitely... This is really far. I don't know what pet bird resides here. It's a blue and white one. I don't know yet how... Oopsies. I don't know yet how I'm going to take care of the curved portion of this. Or I could just leave it completely straight, but I know that this needs to be filled in. I remember you mentioning setting up the brine shrimp tank. At least you mentioning it. I don't remember if anything came of it, other than you set it up. Hold on, how would I... Do I just make really long windows? So one thing I'm pretty sure about, if I connect the logs, then that means... If I connect those logs, then that means there's at least one plank there, and then one plank here. I guess that's not too long. That's going to make the window 6 blocks instead of 3. Oops. I guess that's what happened there as well. Otherwise, if I bring that down, then I just fill in a little extra. I don't know if I'm going to keep that or not. I want to do a Switch world. That's definitely on the list. Because I already did 3DS, I already did 4K. This is PE Bedrock. Although this particular world, I don't think will make it into Bedrock. Part of that is I'm also going to have to source versions for that, since I double checked and I do only go up until 1.1. How does this look from inside? I think I'm going to change my mind and stick to the long windows here, and then extend the other ones. The thing that'll be nice about the Switch world is that it only had like 18 updates, I think, or 17. Base version plus 17. So at 18 total versions, I'll just extend that to a 20 episode series. That'll be nice short. It'll be about twice as long as the 3DS world. Although I don't know if I have any plans to do any bonus content on there. Because I finished all the versions for the 3DS series. And I was like, well, I'm still missing out on the boss battles. So then that's why I made the 2 bonus episodes. Is it a nostalgia launcher? People keep talking about that recently. Alright, there we go. I'm not going to bother counting all of these. I'll just hope that they sort of line up. But now... One more. One more for sure. Wait, if those are 6, those 2 are mirrored. I think we're done here. Let me just extend this a little bit. I think this is where we get rid of the ladder. What I might end up doing is just adding doorways down there. But I know that's going to belong. But what I need is to prevent bad guys from spawning here. I'd rather not break my ankles this time. If I end up falling, then it'll happen. This is even numbers. How did that happen? This is all based on odd numbers. Oh, by the way, 14. 8. This is light level of 8. And once I fill in glass... Oh, I can't use glass panes for this because I can't use sideways panes. That's a little painful. But oops. Terrible puns every day. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna have to fill in all the glass with full blocks then. Because I was hoping to use panes for the added depth. Just kidding. Axes don't work on ladders? What is this, Minecraft beta? It's not beta, it's alpha. Alright, there we go. So then, I guess what we'll do... I kind of like that plank there, but it's not technically consistent. So what we'll do is... Now we have to build this room down here, this one singular segment, but now we have to do it sideways. That's where things get interesting. So once we go up here, then that means... I believe it's safe to just go through here. Whoop. Peekaboo. We're trying to get Peekaboo Pixel to be the official term. I think it's going to work. The official Polyworld glossary. Beta 1.3 fixed ladders. Fix the ladders breaking with an axe. That was earlier than I thought. I would have expected 1.9 pre-6. Because that's when they, at long last, fixed many of the mining speeds. I don't know why it took them so long. For as much as I've been enjoying the beta 1.8 world, needing to deal with all the broken mining speeds is really sad. I would say soon I get the fix, but the way, with the amount of things I still have on my list to do, this world's going to be beta 1.8.1 for a while. Oh well. I might make another video once time comes to update. Is that a spider up there? Fall. Do it. No. Come on. Come on, Mr. Spider. Surely you don't want to be up there. Are you not afraid of heights? That's unfortunate. I was hoping you would be. Oop. There we go. Saved me sword durability. Let's just pick that up real fast. Alright, now we keep moving forward. And now I have an odd number of planks. That's unfortunate. Where did that come from? I guess because that top part doesn't mirror this bottom part. I was hoping it would. Oh, I know why it doesn't. Because this is an odd number right here. And there's no mirror for this. So I guess if I could just put the plank there. Oh well, I'll live. I'll find a way to place an odd number later. Even it out. Alright, so now we need I think it's 5 blocks. Release 1.8. Why'd you say beta 1.3 then? Did release 1.8 also fix, well, I would say fix one, maybe add, I think it's pistons. Get confused with slabs. Oh. So that one's there, it's 3 blocks. Then another 2. Alright, so then that means this is the log. I know pistons were added beta 1.7, I mean the mining speed, where you can break a piston with a pickaxe and it's faster. So that's 5. Okay, so the next is, I'm very quickly not having a way to get down from here. Whoops. Maybe I should have kept that ladder. Oh well. Alright, the odd number of logs is starting to bother me, so we're just going to boop. Oh look, I have an even number of logs again. At least I think I will. Yeah, because I have one more left. 1.16. It took until 1.16 to break pistons with a pickaxe faster. And boop. I think that's right. I would say we're almost there, but at the same time, we still do have a lot left to go. This was the last section I wanted, and I didn't really figure out how I wanted to do it. Do I just cap it off with cobblestone? Do I put a window? I don't know how much I'll be prepared to make any future sections. Should be easy, though. I was thinking if I wanted to go all out, I could make this a giant pipe that maybe squiggles to the left or something. Goes forward a couple more sections, or maybe one more after this, and then goes forward, and then it goes down into the hole over there. Well, there's no hole there now, but I would make a hole. But for right now, how about... And yeah, I think I'll just plop some ladders. Oh wait, hold up. Before I forget, let me drop some torches. Come on, auto jump, leave me alone. There we go. No fall damage. Oh wait, now I need to fix that. Oops. Can I Halo reach that far? Aha! It feels so weird being able to reach much farther than what I'm used to in Java. This is odd. This section is about to be really short, because the elbow here, this feels rather large, but then the singular segment only being a 5x5 area. Okay, so that extends one more. It's always easy to do something the first time, but then once you try to make it again, it ends up being more difficult. This is the part where now we start placing all this down, and since we have the roof, I don't need to be up there anymore. need to make sure to do this cobblestone correctly. I want to get the outline first, although I don't have a way to get beneath here. I'll need to be on the outside for that. If you check the page history, you could probably find the source of where that came from. How's our costume ideas, including a piston? Wait a minute, why do I have an even number? Never mind. Okay, never mind. Forget what I was about to say about having an odd number. Because I am correctly having an odd number of cobblestone, or an odd number of planks right now. I guess we're going back up again. Is it a recent post? Is that why it's showing on there currently? Yeah, I absolutely should have kept that ladder. Oops. And we're almost out of cobblestone. I was right, this was expensive. There we go. I think now we're all good. Probably. Alright, question is how to get down there. It's from last Halloween. Alrighty. Where do I want to put the ladders? I don't think there's any good place to put them. I think they would have to be right here. Oops. Yeah, it has to be there, and here. Because that way, that's not where the doors are. Come on, Halo reach. For as much as I say Halo reach, I've had very, very little playtime on any Halo game. Maybe I should put the doors next there. If I swap the doors... No, I don't think that'll work because I can't have... Well, I can, but I don't want the ladders at the very corner. There is no easy way to do this. Alright, well, let's just drop in here and place the torches. That's not going to be bright enough, I don't think. Old versions of this world are available for download. The archive isn't updated though, so it has everything up until episode 40. Oop, let's not fall there. There we go, I guess. It looks better on the outside than the inside. Hey, Enderman, what are you doing? Where did all these bad guys come from? I know it's nighttime, but is it really that dark? Are there that many areas that have light level of 7 and lower? Surely that's not a bug. Come on. You can reach farther for blocks than you can for entities. I wonder why that is. Wonder if that gets changed. There are still monsters nearby. Where are the monsters? I don't see any monsters. You don't mean me, right? Hello. Why do they like sneaking up near my doors? We had an encounter yesterday. And where were you hiding? How are there still bad guys nearby? Where are they? You, Mr. Spider. You're not even mad at me. I've played Minecraft EDU, and I'm still sad that they discontinued it in replace of education. Oops, I didn't mean to leave that timer up. Remember when I started a timer to check how long the daytime lasts on here? Oopsies. And there are bad guys up there as well. What are y'all doing? I counted the light levels. Y'all are not supposed to be spawning. I feel like it's not light level 7 that they spawn. I feel like it's light level 9. Whatever. I'll just deal with it. But no, I have not spent much time on Minecraft Education Edition. Wait, am I done building? Can I toss all this stuff? We're gonna need to cook up more glass. That's gonna require some adventuring. But I'll place what I have now. Okay, maybe I overdid it on the sticks. That's kind of a lot. Oops. Alright, so we'll take these stairs because we're going to put them at the edge, and then we'll get some gravel. Then we'll go adventuring for more sand. I'm getting hungry. Let me nom nom real fast. That's better. I know that they have certain elements as well as other new features and stuff, and other tools designed to help with education. There's not enough of an appeal for me to spend time on it, though. I'll just stick to regular Minecraft. This used to be regular Minecraft for mobile devices. It's not regular anymore. It's just a casual 12 years old by this point. To think that this version is older than many people playing Minecraft today. I remember when it was brand new, though. Because I remember the 0.9 update. I thought, wow, this is cool. Played it with a buddy who had it on his Kindle. At this time, I was using an old iPhone 4. Or 4S. Something like that. Oops. There was an iPhone 4S, right? I'm remembering correctly. Boop. Oopsies. That's not what I wanted. Flower, why are you in the way? Or I think that torch there is going to have to move. I'm realizing just how little I go through food on here. When I first hopped back on this world a couple of weeks ago, I was really thinking, man, I don't have a lot of food, but I guess I'll deal with it. And now I remember why I don't have a lot of food. I haven't played the past, like, 3 April Fool's updates. I checked a little bit out of the Infinity Dimension, and that was it. I never touched the potato update. I played a little bit of the voting update. Maybe that was the more recent one. I definitely did not do this year's. I think last year might have been potatoes. Maybe that was 2 years ago. I don't remember. The last April Fool's update that I spent a lot of time on was 2015. I tried one block at a time. I didn't spend much time on that one. Alright, how does this look? I think it'll look better once that dirt turns to grass. Voting is before potato. Okay, so yeah, Herdcraft was most recent. Before that was potato. Voting was before that. So yeah, there we go. If this year's 2026, would have been 2024. Let me not put any of those blocks away because none of them belong here. Gravel and dirt belong somewhere else. And I have exactly 48 pieces of cobble. That's not going to get me far. I guess once we cook up the sand, we'll have to... After we cook up the sand, we'll have to go get some more cobblestone. I'm also pretty sure that's some darkness. I could just see the lack of torches. Alright, well anyway, let's go looking for sand. Oop, wait, hold up. Just kidding. Add one to the task list. Excuse me, pigs. I'm working here. Caution, men at work. Or something like that. When I visited the Carolinas, there were signs that said, let them work. Definitely don't have any of those over here. Nope, no thank you, no underwater sugarcane. Maybe what I'll do is eventually I'll artificially add more sugarcane to these. Excuse me. Y'all are kind of in the way here. Surely you don't want to be turned into bacon. There we go. Except that's a duplicated slot. Alright, let's see if we can find more sand nearby. What I might do, I might find a biome viewer soon. Because I have not seen any interesting biomes here. Just plains, forests, and the roofed forest. There were jungles. Jungles are nice. But I didn't get anything of value from it. I guess I could have chopped down one of the jungle trees and gotten some jungle wood. Maybe I'll just make a full-on jungle outpost. That will be later though. And now that I have a bunch of sand, maybe what I'll just do is dig all of it up here. In fact, nothing's stopping me from filling in this entire lake. Do I really need this pond? You know what? I know I just started digging, but I think it's gonna be time to leave already. Alright, that's good enough for now. Oh wait, you know, here. I'll finish the shovel. Alright, that's good enough. Alright, y'all, time to go. Oops. I don't want my stuff to despawn. Let me just pick all this up real fast. When you're this low on sand, you like to hold on to everything. How long are we at? Hour and 23. We're almost 3/4 through today. Where has the time gone? Alright, what sort of bad guys need to be eliminated from this area, There was a skelly bum, he's gone now. All that's left are his bones. Or maybe one bone and one arrow. That was a waste of shovel durability. Bye-bye. You remember me? I don't remember anything we used to talk about, but there have been several people who've popped on the stream that say, do you remember me? Or will you remember me? And yes, howdy, welcome back. Okay, just a spider, making sure there are no more green beans popping up, as they often do. They like to show up outside my front door. Come on, sand, why do you need to be so buried? It would have been nice if it all generated rather flat. What, 2 or 3 blocks deep? That's a bit much. I really might just fill all this in, because I know I still have a lot of dirt. I don't have a lot of dirt on me right now. As the video title suggests, we are on Pocket Edition 0.9.5-1, because 0.9.5 was re-uploaded. I don't think we know what the changes are between the versions. I don't know if we have any way to decompile APKs. At least not Minecraft. If we did, I'm pretty sure there would have been more mods. More accessible mods by this point. Yeah, this still looks likely. Let's go get some more dirt. I know I built this big ol' team tree and outpost right here to act as a bridge, and then I proceed to not use it. Let me get my shears. Thank you. Have to go to sleep. Laughs at time zones because it's only 11:27 in the morning. All right, that's not what needs to go in there. Boop. Until next time, if I pop up more. 11:57. Oh, you're on a half-hour time zone. Oh, those are the worst. I could never for the long run be at a half-hour offset. Could be worse though. Could be a 15-minute offset. I'm pretty sure I've met people. That's not right. I'm pretty sure I've met people who have been in 15-minute offsets. Alright, we're gonna let that cook up real fast, but I made a mistake because I put in 2 extra sand than what needed to be in there. It's gotta be the same stream. It's hard to remember someone when I know nothing about them, because I don't remember what else we talked about. You have to keep popping up. Alright, I needed... Let me just grab that real fast, that way I keep all the sand together, so I know exactly how much I still have. Doo-doo-doo-doo. While that's cooking, let's not auto-jump, please. I wonder how long until we turn auto-jump off, because I absolutely do not want it anymore. Oh well. You play Old Pocket Edition, you will experience Old Pocket Edition bugs. Well, I guess it's not a bug, it's, why didn't they add a setting for that? The settings menu is so plain on here. There's not a lot you can do. Oh well. What is all the code written in within an APK? That was a long delay. Oh wait, you sent it twice. Did I miss it 2 minutes ago? Oops. That happens sometimes. Oh, wait, I'm looking for you. Because 52 is not divisible. Ah, if I had one more. If I had one more piece of sand. Nope, hold up. I need 48. There we go. Pocket Edition is written in C++. That's where my knowledge ends. Oh wait, hold on. If you want to learn more, just check out. It might be difficult to find now since Mojang and Microsoft did a slap to everyone who's been re-uploading it. But if you want to learn more, you can try to find a copy of the latest dev builds that were publicly made available. It was around the same time as the legacy console versions being made available. That sneeze came quick and fast. As if quick and fast mean two different things. I could not pineapple that one fast enough. Nighttime is here, it all starts again. I feel like this is much faster than trying to just fill it in sequentially. But then I end up doing stuff like this. Oop. Some people figured out how to make mods. Remember Block Launcher? Oh wait, was it you that said remember Block Launcher? So it was possible, but very few people made it public access. I don't know if I have any of my Block Launcher stuff still around. I'm pretty sure all of that is gone just from the tablet it was on. Sad times, but at least I enjoyed the stuff on there while it lasted. There's one particular world that I miss though. I think I made a mistake. I realized when I was coming back here, I put the sand in, but I didn't put the glass. Or I didn't put the coal to cook it into glass. Oops. That's not what I wanted. I will catch some Z's, and then we'll place the glass, and then we'll have to go back cobble mining again. You're right, if the people with modding experience, why would they be playing Pocket Edition to begin with? When they could be playing the superior Java version. Oh well. Alright, I don't know how much glass I'll need, but I just want to wait around for these last few pieces to cook up. This one's going to keep cooking for a while, but I want to at least finish this one. Party potato. Alright, let's go back. I still think this does not look good by having the glass render on the backside. I feel like that's kind of a waste, and I don't know if that was intentional or not. That could just be me being so used to Java, where it just renders the front side, and not the inside of the back. Oh well. I have chosen this path. There we go. And I'm now very glad that I decided to keep these ladders here. Otherwise, I don't think I could have reached this. There we go. I think we are done. Hooray! That was rather anticlimactic. I spent an hour and a half working on this, and in the end, it feels like not a lot was constructed. Now it feels way off because the joint here looks properly sized, but this segment looks like it should be longer by another 2 blocks. Same thing with down here. But I'm not gonna... Well, I guess it would be such a bootleg way to do this, but I could dig up that whole floor, bring this whole area down by 2 blocks, and then just do with that. And then over here, this wouldn't take much work to just move the cobblestone forward. I'd have to dig up all the cobblestone, extend the pipe, and then put the cobblestone back. Because now it feels like these 5x5 sections should be longer based on how this is. Because you can see it's 5 for the glass there, when it's only 3. I guess if I wanted, I could make the next section be an extended one. But I think I'll just leave it. And so much for doing something with this nice view. I got this big old cobblestone cap that I'm not done. Remember how I was saying I couldn't figure out, or I needed a way to do the underside? Oopsies. I was going for a giant, like, water pipe. You got the section, and then this would be an elbow joint. I realize I need more cobblestone, because, oops, I done goofed. Now we have some glass, at least. And I'll keep all this dirt because I'll use it to pillar up. And then things are about to go bloop as we head down into the vertical shaft again. So turning nighttime already. I'm not surprised anymore now that I mathematically know how long the day-night cycle is. Nope, just me going crazy. It's just past noon. Howdy, potato. You started another new project after the one that you've been working on just this weekend. Maybe that's why you've never gone to a chapter 3, because you always move your interest to something new. Oops. I would say runs in the family, but more like runs in the humanity. I know I start new stuff all the time. It is a natural inclination to give up. I've been doing better these past 12 months, though. That's not right. Oops. Okay, that one has to go. Except I can't Halo reach it. Wouldn't it just be ADD if you're not hyperactive, or are you for sure still hyperactive? Most people, as they grow up, the H sort of fizzles out. Not all the time, though. Did I do that right? No, because now I still need to get rid of that block. One thing at a time. There we go. Never learn to sit still, then it might still be present. I'm just someone who sees patterns. No licensed, not psychologist, not sociologist. What sort of doctor would diagnose this? Alright, now it feels better. Now I fixed both sides. That bottom of the pipe was giving me issues. It really does look like it needs to go somewhere else, though. Doesn't it not exist anymore? It doesn't just stop existing. It just gets relabeled. Medical terms get relabeled. There we go. I really want to do something with it, but I think I might just live with it. It's not very enjoyable. Sounds like core plans you had for this you're realizing are not what turned out to be the best. At least if you wanted to redo half of what you've written, it wouldn't be a miserable experience since it's only 5 pages. Selling a short story collection it's a much more satisfying experience, I guess. And the reason is you complete all these little projects, then you bring them together and you've got something big, and it's like, hooray! I have another book that's a collection of tiny stories, technically. Although what's considered a story is really loose. But it's a collection of short pieces of writing. Did I really spend those last 8 torches? Whoop. Inspired by an image. So you saw something new and immediately thought, time to do something with that. I know those days. Alright, how are we looking? Well, after I redid... No. Oh boy. This has to be shears. Nope, hold on. Okay, which one's the chicken slot? Shovel. This one's chicken. This one's torches. Oopsies. I give up. It's not gonna work. Oh, you know what I could do? Pickaxe. There we go. Shovel. Back to digging. You've not seen images before that invoke entire stories. They usually spend time in text-based spaces. I need my stairs. I came all this way, organized my whole inventory, just to realize, wait a minute. I'm about to be diggy stone because I don't have any cobblestone. Oops. My fault. I didn't realize that building this simple structure would burn through almost my entire cobblestone supply. It wasn't supposed to be that expensive. I knew it would be expensive with wood. Yet here I am, still a little more than a single chest worth. And these logs don't belong in here. Oopsies. You know how Mojang says Minecraft is performed one block at a time? Well, now it feels like I'm doing it one item stack at a time. It's going slow with the transfers in and out of chests. But I sit and I wait, and eventually that won't be a problem anymore. I didn't have any comment of your marketplace, no marketplace hypothetical. Well, I did see it the first time. Alright, let me grab a slot. There we go. Maybe I should put the chicken there. Because if I set this back to a pickaxe, I can put the stair there. I don't think I'll be using or taking 3 hearts of damage. I hope. I didn't check how far down this goes. Oops. I wanted to know how much farther. I was also supposed to check the height limit for that pipe. I'm not going to do that anymore. So I'm standing on 63, 64. We're somewhere around 33, I think. So we're still above lava level. That's kind of where my concern lies. We're still above lava level. Pretty soon here we might be seeing gold. With this whole backstory, I should say with this whole image, oh, you're just going to have it be another written short story. If you write out all the basics, you're going to expand them later. I will not get the opportunity to get touch on here for a while, unfortunately. There's a lot of beta builds for 0.10 and 11. There was a lot through 0.9 as well, except we did all of that before the end of part 1. Auto jump really starting to annoy me. Is auto jump auto disabled on Java now? Because for a while it used to be default on. I can't remember if they made default off for Java. I feel like they did. I think one of the reasons why they made it on by default was be like, hey people, new feature. And then that was 10 years ago now. That was 1.10, I believe. And now it's not a new feature anymore. Auto disabled as of 1.21. Cool, they finally fixed it. I say fixed, although I know it was intentional. There's one torch there. I wonder if I should just keep digging. The amount of time it would take to go all the way back up to the surface, sleep, and come all the way back. I don't think it's worth it. Think we'll run into any caves. I know the caves on here aren't very common, but it would be nice. I'm also gonna need those torches soon. I'm trying to dig. I want cobblestone, except this diorite's kind of in the way. Oi. It'd be kind of funny if we run into more gravel. If there's a gravel patch. Oopsies. Technical issues. We're good. What I was gonna say is, it would be unfortunate if there was a gravel patch underneath here. After all the gravel I went digging for in a previous episode. There's one pickaxe gone. That's not the button I wanted. I didn't drop the mic, it came unplugged. Rather unfortunate experience. I still don't have a good way for cable management on here, since the cable is so long. It came unplugged at the connector portion, where it has the volume slider, the microphone slider, the mute button, and the surround sound button. Would the image you saw, I should say, at what point would the image you saw take place then? Will that be like the final scene? What are we at, an hour and 54? Today's a good day. Last week we were having issues. I don't know what the network issues we were experiencing last week. Everything seems to be working fine today. I think last Tuesday was a good day. Wednesday and Thursday were problematic. I think Friday's stream turned out fine. End of the short story, I see. What was I just saying about gravel? I see you. I see you ever so slowly showing up. Here's the question. That's not the stairs. Here's the question. Think these gravel is gonna extend downward? There's not been any precipitation. It's been moderately dry. Sad times. It was windy recently. I think most of that's gone by now. It's still been cool, but I'm waiting around for things to heat up, as what happens when it's summer in the northern hemisphere. Alright, how's it looking? Can't see the moon, but I also don't have a good view of it. It'd need to be close to midnight for that. I can't remember how long ago it's been since it turned to night. My day and night internal cycle on here is thrown off with the total cycle being only 16 minutes instead of 20. I'm hoping to get to Bedrock. I wanted to set up a strip mine. I don't know how far we'll go. I also need to look up, see if I can find old Minecraft forum posts or something to find the best level to mine gold at. You know what? I don't think I need to. How about I do my own experiment? Why don't I just analyze the world in MC Edit, and then perform layer by layer, see how many gold blocks are between level 1 and level 35. I think it's 35. It's either 35 or 34, the 35th layer, because it's 0 and all that fun stuff. Is there not always some form of ism in any story? Is that not a point of conflict all the time? And one of the things that make interesting stories interesting. It's very difficult to make a story with 0 conflict. I guess now we're seeing daytime again. Last couple minutes. This will probably be the last layer we do. And then I'll start heading back up. Is not all racism still racism? It all comes down to what do you define as a race? Then I feel like I heard somewhere that I think it was D&D. Didn't they change the term from race to species to prevent stuff like this, or to minimize or whatever? Of course, that's not going to stop people from being people. Okay, just kidding. We're gonna do one more layer. Never mind. I'll just deal with. Oh wait, hold on. There we go. That'll prevent bad guys in that corner. I wasn't paying attention to how far down we went, but we should be getting close to level or diamond level or so. There we go. Better clarity that I understand. You can always have a localized term for it. Ever play the Deus Ex games? It's kind of funny how there is the word clink on there used for augmented people. And then it's kind of funny how not long after, well, I guess more time for me and whatnot, but a few years pass, here we are in the real world, the age for AI, and you start hearing the word clinker all around. So I'm like, Deus Ex foreshadowed the future, although it's not used for the same thing. Interesting stuff there. I placed the torch on an iron ore? Oh no, I'm gonna have to go fix that. Well, I guess it doesn't matter as much because I'm gonna end up breaking that iron ore without putting it back. That torch is just temporary. But you're right. Star Wars, the animated series, the Clone Wars animated series. It's Star Wars Day. Oh, you're right. It's May 4th. I've never been interested in Star Wars to that extent, but have fun celebrating those who do. I'm gonna be thinking about that torch. Now it bothers me. I would have rather just experienced it tomorrow when I go back to the mines again. We'll probably need to go mining some more. Although I start saying your final thoughts now. We'll be back again later. Let me put this ore away real fast. We'll be back again probably tomorrow. As long as everything keeps going as intended. And then that'll be that. Thank you all for watching. Bye.